I shouldn't have made the event. I know they watch me all the time. You're gonna try to shut us down first, or? Okay, yeah. What a shame.
And say a little piece.
Yeah. I organized this peaceful vigil in solidarity with gatherings all across the nation tonight who are not happy about the Zimmerman verdict and all of the systems that fall into play that bring something like this about. And peaceful sitting on the steps, and Capitol Security's been watching us for a while, and now that the crowd is gathering, they've asked us to stay off the steps, and they have doubled their numbers. So.
Soon you're gonna see the Lincoln police out here. Huh? Yeah.
That I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Carla Cooper. I'm
Hey.
We'll wait just a little bit. More people will come.
On camera.
Gentleman.
You guys want one? You want to hold one? Oh, where'd yours go?
I give it to Nat.
There. You gotta worry about it right now.
Put your president in the condo right there. Member of the Black Panther Party movement. Hey, Jink. Want to say something? Want to say something for the camera?
Yes, I think it's a good idea to bring people here and to ask, they have to stop to kill people for anything. And I think it's a good idea to support this initiative.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to say anything for the camera?
Fight the power!
Yeah, all power to the people.
Fight the power!
Yeah.
Power to the people!
Yes.
Get the people what we want.
Yeah, all the time.
It's a shame that we're in the 21st century and it seems like we have gone
We
to
ain't going.
Reconstruction.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere, really.
I mean, Michael Vick got 23 months for dogfight. Zimmerman didn't get 23 seconds in prison.
You know, this was the same incident, a little similar, where it was a black guy. He was in his house, and I think it was some white dudes that was outside his house threatening his son who was inside, and the black guy ended up shooting the unarmed white person. He gets 20 years for manslaughter. He got sentenced. This was about 2010, 2011.
I got a better one.
Yeah.
Tell you this little story. My brother, educated, he started the Howard University Alumni Association.
Yeah.
Was responsible for some of the classic games in St. Louis. He was regional president of Howard University Alumni Association, master's degree, teacher, business owner. He owned a lot of property in the Kansas City area, and he had some white tenants who were behind a few months in rent.
Yeah.
He went to the judge, went to do an ex parte, one of those restraining orders, to keep him off the property. Followed the laws of legal. This happened in 2007 in the state of Missouri, Platte County, outside of Kansas City. He was coming home because we had a death in our family. He was going to go home for the funeral. He was on spring break.
Yeah.
He heard somebody knocking, busting in. His wife lived in a duplex with him. The tenant of his duplex had broke in. So he got his, went over, called 911 and said, if y'all don't hurry up, somebody's gonna get shot, gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Fight ensued. My brother's collarbone is broken. Vertebrae in his back is broken. And somebody is killed. How you gonna kill somebody? Your neck is, collarbone is broken, your vertebrae in your back is broken. They get him out of the hospital and charge him with first 3 months. No bail, no bond. His bond was set for like $1 million or something like that. Took his passport, confiscated all of that. No jury by peers. We knew he was gonna get off because it was self-defense. Self-defense. He is in the state prison right now in Camden, Missouri, because he defended his property. 4 months later, the state of Missouri passed the Stand Your Ground law. He was protecting his property. He was protecting his family. But then 3 months prior to that, the guy in Texas kills his neighbors, somebody that was breaking in his neighbor's house, and he gets celebrity. Here my brother is, college educated. We knew he was, when that happened, somebody broke into his house.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. No justice. None. But Zimmerman can get off.
You got to remember about how this country was made. I mean, people don't want to revisit that, but then we talk about convicted felons and how they always throw the past back at them. But to understand how this country was made and the laws that they had, it was one time there was laws, and this is an actual case, People versus Hall, where it was a Caucasian, he was on trial for murder, and an Asian guy testified against him. And they had the courts, mind you, had overturned the case because their laws stated, and this is actual fact, that no minority could not testify against a white person. So we got to remember those times and where we at now. And stuff like this happen, cannot really be too surprised. So.
It's sad.
It's sad. It's sad. I mean, now, like before, I could admit this, like when I'm hearing like older folks that lived in the 60s, was hosed down, tell me about them times. I took it, but like with a grain of salt, like I don't see that. It's not happening to me. But now, to actually, I witnessed some things as I got older, but now this right here confirmed everything. Especially they gave him manslaughter to work with. They didn't even consider that. Like, come on, that just. Yeah.
It's like anybody. I mean, any little black boy can have a target. Just because I looked at my congregation today, I said, you know what? It doesn't make any difference. There's just some things that are not okay. It's not acceptable.
At all.
It's not okay. It ain't okay. At all.
Jane, the future president of Congo. How you doing, brother? Yeah. That's your family? It's your kids? All your kids?
4 kids.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And him? Who him?
It's my cousin.
Oh, okay. He's with the campaign too?
Yes. Very.
Yeah.
Yes.
Need some soldiers out there.
Yeah, sorry.
George Zimmerman has a mindset that gets upset.
No,
it's all right. Thanks. You saved us from being arrested.
And so I don't really have a lot to say. Well, I do, but you don't want to hear it. We have Carla Cooper here to speak for us. So please give her a warm welcome.
Like each of you, when I woke up this morning, it was just an overwhelming feeling of incredulity. And in my mind, I raced back And I wonder what has happened to humanity when it's okay to shoot somebody that was armed with Skittles and a fist. Last I checked, Skittles didn't provide a bulletproof material. And neither do fists provide the protection, unless you're Superman, to stop a piercing bullet. So it matters not what the evidence says. Common sense dictates and reality speaks that Trayvon is dead and George Zimmerman shot him. What justice mandates is, can a minute be spent in prison just so that the message could be given to the rest of us that it is not okay to murder? That's not all right. That's unacceptable. Is it okay just because my skin is black and I have on a hoodie and my pants might sag? Does that mean I'm an automatic target for no good? Do sticks and stones really break bones? Names hurt? This was a kid. And George Zimmerman, a grown man. The powerless, the vulnerable, the unprotected, the child, somebody's son, dead, vigilante. Where's the justice? Where are the cries out for mercy? Where's the humility? What do we do? How can we say it's okay? What has our world become? When folks say the verdict is in and Zimmerman was found not guilty, I tell you what, if he wasn't guilty, why in the world did he gain so much weight? In a year's time, surely his conscience was weighing on him, soothing his mind for whatever that he ate. Where are the cries? Where are the voices behind the pulpits? Where are those who are in the margins too? Why isn't this community out here tonight? Because just yesterday, and I'm saying yesterday, it was 2 weeks ago, another kid was murdered in Lincoln. Had learning disability at Target. Where's the justice? 2 of them. Where's the justice? 16-year-old girl riding her bike on Holdridge, raped. Who cried out? Somebody saw it. Who has the courage to move beyond being a bystander? Allowing the bullies and the court of public opinion and the skewing of the media determine what's right from wrong, and we already know it. In fact, this right to bear arms didn't mean you're supposed to kill each other. It was probably because we were in a frontier area after we took the lands from the native people. And there were buffalo roaming. You had a right to kill a buffalo. Not each other. Get a bow and arrow. Or a musket if you must. not an assault weapon. Who's speaking out? Who's crying out? Whose heart is heavy? Certainly each of you who thought it not robbery to come out here today. Because when our weakest link, our children, when our children's lives are at risk, so is our country. Trayvon was supposed to be somebody's father. And his children were never born to be a gift to humanity. Kids in Chicago who were murdered. Every day, children are taken away from us for no reason. We got to do better. Thank you for coming out and letting your presence be known. More importantly, thank you for letting this gathering look like what heaven must be when all God's children get together. It matters not the race, the gender, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, education. Because when we all die, we're going to look the same.
When the lights goes out, we all gonna be black.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So why not act like we are our brothers and our sisters' keeper? Thank you for organizing this tonight.
Thank you for magical appearance. That just goes to show when we come together as a community on common ground, it just flows together in the way it's meant to be. And don't let this divide us. That's what the media, that's what the powers that be would love to see. Us at each other's throats. Light your candles in memory of Trayvon Martin and in solidarity with those all over the world today. Justice for Trayvon.
Can I say one more thing? And this is the danger of giving a black preacher an opportunity to speak. You know, I know at least once a year, we always sing this song that I cannot stand. And I haven't been able to stand it for a long time. And it's that song, We Shall Overcome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it says, we shall overcome someday, if in our hearts I do believe. We haven't overcome.
No.
We haven't overcome. We haven't overcome today. And if we believed in our hearts that there is justice without peace, then maybe we will overcome someday.
Come on. You want me to hold it? Got it? Scares me, baby.
Does anybody else who feels the burning desire to speak?
I can just add a couple of hopeful points. I'm just riding my bike out tonight and I saw a gathering and I knew what it was about without even seeing a sign. I kind of wish there were signs and banners, but you don't necessarily need that. Now that the candle's going, it's absolutely clear what this is about, but how disappointed must those network programmers be that there's no riots going on? That they kept brainwashing us into thinking we were supposed to have riots.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Florida, I mean, you get a mile away from Florida, it's like the deep south there. It's like the sudden deliverance. I mean, it's not America, really. They can get rid of that whole state as far as I'm concerned. That wouldn't happen here in Lincoln. But It's not over. There's going to be a federal hearing. There is going to be a federal trial, and he's not going to escape that. You're not going to have some hillbilly jury deciding his fate when it all comes down to it. So be patient, keep up the hope, disappoint the haters who keep telling us that we're all out of control rioters, and above all, keep coming together like this, keep gathering. Anytime there's an excuse or a reason or an opportunity for people to come out and gather over any issue, make it your civic duty to come out and participate in that. What she's done for us today is she's brought the democratic process right here to this Capitol and made it available to this community for us. And I think that's a great thing. And if you guys didn't have candles, I would have gone to the store and bought you some. Thank you. So right on. Right on.
The NAACP has a petition going on online to get the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights to look into the stand your ground laws and to see how they're being applied. Just, we can all tell they're not being applied properly or fairly at all. Yeah, if you can take a minute to go online and look it up. Yeah, I think it's right on that homepage.
Move on down.
I'd also like to mention there's a wonderful young man going to hold a rally here.
Yes, that's me.
You wanna
August
let people
2nd, yeah, August 2nd, I'll be holding a rally right here on the steps. I'm the regional director and chairman of the Black Panther Party Power Movement for the state of Nebraska. My rally will be for unity. I'm basically calling out, my message will be for the gangs, all the gangs across the state to stop the violence. So that's be the main topic of my discussions when I'm here for the rally. Then I'll be talking about the convicted felon and the issues that surrounds that issue there. So it will be at 1 o'clock, so I appreciate that everybody tell somebody and probably have this whole strip, but everybody, I'm trying to have this whole block filled up if I could. So I would like the cooperation from everybody to have this right here. So that's a very important issue that I personally is affected by, and I want to, being that this is a legislative building, I want them to hear it, because we are citizens as well as far as convicted felons. And if you look at how they were saying about the media, it's the media that put into the Zimmerman's minds as far as the stereotypes of what Trayvon was supposed to be, and it all boils down to being a felon. He looks suspicious. He's up to something. So this is a constant issue that we have to live with. I have kids. I have a daughter I have to take care of, and if I can't go get a job and do things to support her, what else are we gonna live up to? I mean, this is part of human nature. We have to survive, and the powers that be, like the man said, they put stuff. Everybody's here is of a different race: black, white, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Native Americans. That shows that it really wasn't a race thing; it's a human thing. And that's what the media and the government, they take the humanity out of trying to live. So this is what the Black Panther Party Power Movement is about, is giving the power back to the people. So I would love for y'all to support me, and I'll be out here more often. My presence is more on Facebook. You look up the page if you want to know more about what we're about to get into. We got International Connects, who's right here. So we're about to do things that really bring in solutions, bringing jobs back. So there's a lot of work I've been doing on the outside. Now I'm out here, so y'all be seeing and hearing a lot of me. Thank you.
I'd like to say also, take a minute, get to know some of the people that came out here, and further build the community so that when these events and these issues come up, we have a great time to get the word out, to get the people out.
God bless everyone.
I just wanted to say that, anybody's kid, whether they're black, white, or whatever, should be able to go to the store and make it home without getting a bullet put in their heart. I don't know how close people followed the trial, but I guess Zimmerman said things like he was an effing punk and an a-hole, and stuff like that. I'm a grown man. If I get into a fight with a 17-year-old boy, I'm not going to need a gun. So I guess that tells you right there who the punk was. And as far as after the verdict, as far as I was concerned, the Angels always lose it.
Zimmerman's own words.
It's just good to see that at least the country has come to a point to where black, white, Mexican, you know, all of us, we can all gather and get along, you know, and that's something that's in our favor. I mean, the justice system, I don't know. I mean, I've been through it myself, you know. I'm a black man, so I know what we go through, you know. But if my son was walking down the street, going to the store, and got a bullet put in his heart, I know myself, I couldn't have sat in that courtroom like they did. I have so much respect for the Martin family, for their composure, and I'm probably a little bit more militant than most people out here. That's why I didn't get up off the steps, just because they said so. I'm not a snap to it type person.
And the thing about it, we're taxpayers. We pay for this big capital building.
Well,
And
I'm
police
not
really
a
should have
snap
been
to
called
it.
to this deal as a report them to give this to the mayor. Because anybody that's a homeowner, we pay for a lot. Now we can call tomorrow and say, take that shit out of my house payment because I can't stand on the Capitol. You see what I'm saying?
That's
And
why
this, they don't have a
just
right to
hop
tell
on.
somebody to move. Now they might be able to tell us we got this fire going. But otherwise, the other people from other races was just up here, sitting up here, they ain't said a word, they drove on by like it wasn't nothing. Then they see so many people, what's going on? Why don't we call the police department and tell them you ain't running no show here? You just a little security guard with a little pump bag like Zimmer was, gonna make big things out of
Yeah, I'm gonna call you.
That's
Thanks
it.
for coming out, man.
Yes.
Well, that's why LPD should. You see that he call LPD. Because LPD will tell you we have a right to. We can do anything we want up here as long as we ain't start no trouble. Well, we can't block the sidewalk, but we can sit right there. Everybody else was sitting here earlier. They came by, they didn't say a word. I watched it. Looking like a damn fool to me. But when the police come, he have to give their report. So who would be in trouble? They would. They standing there watching us like we done killed somebody. They know the situation. They was